Hey guys, how are you? It's Arthi. So how are you guys all doing? So as promised, in today's video, I'm going to show you my little journal that I started. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it and tell you what I've been doing with it. So the first thing is, let me show you the journal to get started. Okay, so here it is. This is what it looks like. It's just a basic black journal, and it's really nice. It has a smooth texture in the front. And my husband gave this to me back in September and haven't touched it since then. But so, and one thing I have to apologize for is I know in the last video I said that it had plain sheets of paper, and it doesn't actually. It has lines on the paper. So just goes to show you how bad my memory is if I can't remember something that simple. But okay, so nonetheless, let me just talk a little bit about it. Okay, so now the first thing is for writing in this journal, I have decided that I'm going to use a pencil. You can use a pen if you guys want to, if you decide to start a journal for yourself. I just think a pencil is better because if I make a mistake, I can just go ahead and erase it. So what's going to happen with it is that I'm going to use the journal every day for 30 days straight. And the goal is to acquire one new habit over that 30-day period. And then once I've done that, I will keep going and I will start all over again. And you know, the journal is a work in progress, so I might make a few changes or modify it as I go along because it's not set in stone. So I'll talk about the first day. I started on November 13th. So I broke it down into 4 categories or 4 areas. So the first thing that I put, this is what it looks like, just so you guys can see what I wrote down. Okay, so the first thing that I wrote, because I wanted to start the day on a positive note. I didn't want to have any negative thoughts running through my head. So I wrote 3 things that I am thankful for. So I wrote my beautiful family, the house I live in, and my amazing friends. Now for you, if you do this, you can write whatever you want. Then that was just the beginning. That's what I did in the morning. Then there is a second section where I wrote 2 things I love about myself. Well, one thing I wrote is that I smile a lot, which I do. And then the other thing is I like making people feel good about themselves. So that is for the second part. That's kind of an extension of the first thing when I wrote down the stuff that I'm thankful for. And then we come to the real meat of the day, is where I wrote 2 things that I would like to accomplish today. And so I put down find an old friend and tell my kids that I love them. So that is kind of like the area where the goal setting will happen for the day on any given day that you have. And then at the end of the day, there's going to be like a recap area, which I didn't write here on the page, but I'll probably just have to flip the page and write it down, where I will take a look at the day and see if I accomplished the things that I put down, and you know, just kind of go over my feelings and how I felt about what went on that day when I went through these events, just so there's, you know, a way to kind of do like a little mental review and an emotional review. And so I did that on the first day. I've done it for a few days now. And I think the thing that is really amazing about having a journal like this that I found so far, as opposed to like having a diary, is that it kind of becomes like a transformative process. Because when I started on day 1, it just felt like I was just jotting a bunch of things down. But then when I went to day 2, I was able to flip back to the first day and say, okay, well, what did I do on day 1 that I couldn't accomplish, or, you know, that didn't work out so well? So then I can carry that over to day 2 and then tweak things a little bit and improve it and make it better, or set some new goals, you know, so you kind of get to have like a flashback of what went on so you can make things better for the future. And it's, you know, it's interesting that that's happening, because because writing in this journal is just so simple and it doesn't take a lot of effort, but it's amazing how it seems to bring a lot out of you though, because it kind of makes you look inside, and just the process of writing things out is just sometimes, I don't know, it makes you look at things in a different way, because you know, we live in a world that's so busy and there's so much going on. We're always on our phones, but when you actually have to sit down, go through the act of taking a pen or a pencil and writing your thoughts out, writing things out, it kind of solidifies what you have to do, kind of, you know, putting that pen to paper process. So I remember once listening to Anthony Robbins, and he said how even if you put in 1% effort into something every day, after like 6 months or a year, you're still not at 1%, because that 1% will build on top of itself. And by the end of 6 months or a year, you'll be at like 50% or even 100%. So far the journal has been great. And so I mean, I'm still, like I said, it's not set in stone yet. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys a lot more as I do the videos, once I come up with more ideas for it. And I don't know, trying to think of what else I could tell you. I mean, it's been really good so far. So, you know, if you guys want to try journaling, you can do that, and you can break it down into categories like I showed you and see how it works out. So, and if any of you guys use a journal right now, you know, just leave your comments down below and let me know what you do, so we could maybe work on it together. But so the journal process has been really great. Now, when I come to the 30 days, I'll let you know what new habit I acquired, because I'm actually still kind of curious about it. I'm not sure what habit is going to come up just yet. So, so just take those thoughts and, you know, absorb it a little bit and see what you guys think. And I will give you an update again on how the journal is going. And so, yeah, so this is it. So I haven't named it yet. I'm going to give it a name for sure, so have something to call it. But all right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope what I shared with you helped a little bit. So see you guys next time, okay? Love you. Bye.